Today, the first day of extended voting hours at the Board of Election offices across Ohio. We are now 8 days away from the election. But as NBC4 Investigates Jamie Ostroff found out, not many voters in Central Ohio are taking advantage of early voting opportunities this year. Jamie?
Yeah, Brad, last year's presidential election drew a record number of votes, whether they were cast in person earlier on Election Day or they were cast through the mail. Now, while presidential elections do historically draw more voters, I wanted to know if any of that enthusiasm from 2020 carried over into this year. I looked at the number of ballots cast in Central Ohio so far and found in some counties less than 2% of registered voters have weighed in. A steady stream of voters just before lunchtime Monday at the Franklin County Board of Elections office on Morse Road.
I was surprised at how many people were here.
Since early voting began here October 5th, Board of Elections spokesperson Aaron Sellers says about 450 to 500 a day have come by to cast a ballot. But last year,
we were in that range, in an hour time. And obviously, we had lines out the door.
As of Friday, just over 7,200 mail-in ballots had been returned in Franklin County. 4,465 votes had been cast in person. Out of 867,000 registered voters, that's a 1.3% turnout so far. It's 1.6% in Delaware County and 1.5% in Licking County. Sellers says lower turnout in a post-presidential election year is to be expected.
Presidential cycles, that's the one that everybody wants to vote in.
But to the voters I spoke with Monday,
I'll take your paper.
Every election is important, no matter the year.
What I want to do is just do the right thing and just not sit back and talk about it. I want to be involved as well.
I spent a little over 30 years in the Air Force, and I think it's an obligation to vote.
Total turnout in Franklin County last year was about 72%, so almost 3/4 of voters. But in 2017, the last election year and the year following a presidential vote, Franklin County's turnout was just shy of 24%, so less than 1/4. Sellers expects voting to really pick up over the next week. Just a reminder, early voting hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. all this week at your county's Board of Elections office. Colleen?